Yeah, sure. So, for the most part, market price follows what the underlying investor activity is doing on chain. But we do have these kind of more rare occurrences where price is doing one thing while on chain is doing another. And so, like, the most recent example of this that I could think of before now was in late January. And then before that, in late September, after we had this big crash, like 20-25% crash before we ran on that big run up to 60K from 10K. Um, but yeah, you get these rare occurrences where price is moving against on chain. And the way I like to think of this is like, the longer that that happens, when that information finally gets priced into the market, it's going to have a greater effect. And so I think the fact that you've had such a large divergence, especially over such a longer period of time, several, we're looking at almost like 2 months now that this has been going on, really 2-3 weeks heavily. But the fact that there's such a strong divergence between the two makes me think that once that information is finally priced in, there's going to be a huge effect on price.
So we've seen 9 daily green candles. What exactly does that mean? Like, what should people take away from that?
Yeah, sure. So, just like any market, Bitcoin, there's traders, and traders use candles. And so for these candles, you need to have this, a closing and opening for different time frames, such as, the daily, hourly. People even look at like minute candles, right? Like traders that are in there, like on the really short time frames, doing all that in and out, day trading stuff. Um, but Bitcoin itself never closes. So a lot of people get upset whenever you say, "Oh, Bitcoin's closing," because people are like, "Oh, well, Bitcoin never closes," but technically it does. For trading purposes, it does. And so Bitcoin closes at I just know because I'm on the Eastern time, so it's 8 p.m. Eastern time. I think it's 0 UTC. And so yeah, so for candles, you open and then you close, and then there's wicks. And so the wicks are where the price went above or below the close. And so you can, there's traders that literally analyze these candles, and so they need some kind of open and close threshold to be able to do those analyzations.